Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my beginner's guide to mixed media. This is week 8, the final week of this first class that I have put on and the last video. So this is class video for the series overall 24. I do have my White Daisy cardstock from Close to My Heart, and I am just using the Art Basics Clear Gesso by Finnabair with the 2-inch Art Basics Finnabair silicone brush. And we're going to need gesso today because this week, you guys know all about the powders. We have played with the Nouveau powder, we've played with embossing powder, and now we are on to the Pearl X powders. These is something that I purchased when I first got back into scrapbooking back in 2014. I took a slight break, got out of it, and then when I got back in, everything was different and so much better. Upgraded products, you know, becoming more, I don't really guess socially accepted. I don't really know what the correct term for that is. Just a lot more people, a younger class of people. It wasn't just your grandma scrapbooking anymore. And I found that my love had not changed, but only grown. So I'm just getting this on so it can start to dry while I talk with you. I'm gonna do kind of a fun end here. And I'm almost out, you guys. I'm almost out of this second bottle. So in 8 weeks, I went through 2 bottles of gesso, which is kind of amazing because that's like the first time. Usually I have it like around for a while because I don't, you know, use mixed media on every layout, and not all of mixed, as you've realized and seen in the class, not all of mixed media calls for gesso. But I want to play with these Pearl X powders. It's not something that I have touched in quite some time. I did actually just make like shimmer sprays with them at first, and that was it. So let's get this on. Make sure we get a really nice coat. And then we'll put this to the side. Grab my lovely stained messy rag. As you guys know, I don't use paper towels. I use rags, and then when they get really dirty, I wash them. And when they become like crusty from all the like texture paste and stuff, yeah, I throw them away. So that's pretty much it. So back to the binder. We're on the last section here. So this was the first class of this series, which was the Nouveau Sparkle Dust. Then we did the embossing powder, and now we were on to the Pearl X powders. Now, as you can see, probably should have put a piece of wax paper between this because it did transfer. It does still transfer. So I'm hoping that watering it down and making a mess with it is going to work, but I'm going to play with, you know, whatever colors. But this is how it comes, and it's just a very, very shimmery, shiny powder, I guess. So you can use like the, you can use Versamark ink, or my new favorite embossing ink, clear sticky ink, is the Brutus Monroe embossing ink. Works, I'm sorry guys, it works way better than the Versamark, to be honest. So I've got rid of all my other Versamarks, and I just still have this one that I will be getting the big pad of the Brutus Monroe and switching out all my embossing powders for the Brutus Monroe because Fabulous. So anyway, this is basically what we're going to work with, and I'm just going to pull out some of these fun colors. I have no picture in mind or anything yet. I'm going to grab one of those and see what we kind of play with, but I'm thinking we're probably going to, I've done a lot of blues, so, and I know you know that, like, for some reason, blue and pink are like super, super fabulous, but I have this misty lavender and this duo violet brass, so I'm thinking I'm going to pull the purples in and maybe throw in that flamingo pink. So just because I've done a lot of blue and I want to use purple. All right, so we're going to let that gesso dry. I'm going to get all my stuff set up and we'll come right back. All right, that's still drying, but I found my picture. This is Frankie, and that's my sister's dog that looks like the character from Muppets. I don't know if it's not Fozzie, but it's the, I don't know. He looks like a Muppet. He's funny. So I'm going to do him. And I've got my Horizon. This is the 6x6. So I was just going to come in here and see if I have any of these little scrappy bits. So I can just go ahead and map my photo in, like, very largely. That one's not going to work. That one's going to be darn near perfect. Alright, I want to do like a big block behind him. So, he's a boy, but my sister's like a girly girl, and she makes her dogs very girly, so we're just going to call him Girly too. Let's use that one. And let's just do that one. Just trying to use these up. All right. And this is for my son's graduation party, so stick that one on there very lunkily. And just gonna trim that little border off, and then we want to do a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger, right? So this is 4.5. Okay, so we're gonna do them 4.5 by 6.5. Oh, actually, it's gonna be all gonna be 6.5. But we want to. I don't really know, guys. I think I totally just messed this one all up. If you really want to know what I'm doing, because I don't. I really do think I just totally, yep. When I was doing it, I knew I was doing it wrong, but that's, you know, that's what happens. All right, let's try that again. All right. We are just going to cut right along that line for this one. All right. And then we're just, I forgot, you guys, I've been doing like pre-recorded videos all day, so, where I voice over so I don't have to speak, and now I just feel like I'm not talking, and I do apologize. So I'm just trimming these down. Now I'm doing it an easier way because I totally screwed that one up. Screwed the booch on that one, huh? So it is Memorial Day weekend here where I live. It is Saturday, And normally everyone is outside doing fun outside things, going to the lake, blah, blah, blah. It's 55 degrees. A couple days ago it was 80. So, yeah, it's really cold here. So I am not worried about going outside and doing yard work. Me and my mom are going to plant flowers on, you know, Monday. Hopefully it's warm. But I've made it to the back half of my house. So like this side of my house and this side of my house and all the area behind all that is all landscaped. And each year we just kind of do just a smidge more. So, ooh. So we've made it to this side now, and we've got all the mulch down, and by we I mean Sam. So that's kind of fun. I think I can add this in here. Totally can. Not in vain. Not in vain at all. So that's fun. Let's see what else I can pull out of this little hanker in here. Okay, that one we already used. So yeah, so she likes to do that, and she's really good at it. To pick flowers, like my mom has like green thumb. I have like, you know, I would kill it unless it's like there's only like, honestly, there's only several plants that I can keep alive. So yeah. So we have to get those so that I, you know, don't kill them. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's add, oh. I really just want to do like a big, bold pattern print behind the photo here, which we're working that way. And I'm using up a ton of papers. So that is pretty great. All right. So this one is, yeah. Would have worked out just fine. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna pop him up there. We're gonna pop this guy down here. I'm gonna take my washi tape. I had a question about this little dispenser guy. He is from, I got him on the clearance rack at Close to My Heart. I don't even know if they still sell them. It is a washi tape dispenser, but to be 100% honest with you, any tape dispenser is going to work for washi tape. You know, I like it because it's always spread out like that. But if you notice, some of the times it's not. The washi tape doesn't always stick here if it's not a very sticky washi tape. So you always got to worry about that. But I am just trying to cover up the seams so that it stays together in this extra adhesive that I have there. Oh, everything's stuck. So kind of just go through and make sure that everything is stuck down. All right. Okay. So I did that first because I don't really want to, you know, blow this whole thing up. So we're going to put that there somewhere, not really sure, but we're going to do a whole bunch of fun. Oh, yeah, I know. I got my little Nouveau brush. I got my spray bottle of water, and we're just going to go for it. All right. So I just kind of see, we're going to take the first color here, which is the Duo Violet Boras. And we're going to see what this stuff does. I'm going to get my rag, wipe it off, and I am going to cap this. And we're going to see what we can make this run. Add more water. And just kind of go to town. Let's see what we can do. This is actually really pretty. I say that like all surprised. I do have my water sitting over here, you guys, but I didn't know if I was gonna need it. But I do want to just kind of get just that powder that where I dumped it. I want to get it mixed in. See, we're just gonna rock it back and forth. You guys know this technique by now. And we're just gonna let that kind of flow. Now it is gonna leave in like little granulated areas, which is totally fine with that. It'll just be more shimmery. I am not gonna use my finger and try to make like a full-on color wash. I want to have like the runny. The only way that I've used my brush is to just break up where there's like a big concentrate of powder. And we're just gonna keep letting it run, and then we're gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna see what it looks like. And then we're gonna come in and we're gonna add another layer. So yeah, kind of simple to end out the class, but I thought, why not? See what we can create and make. And okay, so at this point, this is where Frankie's gonna go. So we need to go up higher. Oh, I almost ran off the page. Kind of come over here. And let's bring it back down. And if you see, it's gonna miss the spots that aren't wet. And that's like really what I love. We're just gonna let it creep right there to the edge. And then we're gonna pull it back up. And as you can see, it's drying, it's getting harder and harder. So it's not really running as much. So it's kind of leaving like a sparkly residue behind, which I'm kind of liking, but you see that? And it's leaving the fun little watercolor marks. So let's see if I did get him up there enough. Yep. I want to put more color over here. And the longer that you let it kind of sit in one area, the more the color will be concentrated. So I'm going to bring some more down here, and let's get this stuff all with some liquid on it. I do still have a concentrate of crystals up there. Which is totally fine. All right, so we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna come back in and do the other two. I am gonna throw just a smidge of pink in there just to see what it does, but we'll keep filling it up. So let's just let this dry. All right, so the purple is dry and super shiny. Probably still comes up. I'm not gonna test it. So we want to know. I want to know a lot of things. I'm looking to see where that is going to pop in and around. So I want to bring some purple over here. Not saying it's not gonna react, which it looks like it is. Totally fine. Get my little scoopy scooper. Pop some in there. And this is the darker color, which is the Misty Lavender, which I think was lighter, but it looks darker in here, you know? All right. Making a mess, making a mess. So this, I'm gonna need this fun little guy for. Let me move that out the way. And let's start to move this stuff around. It's kind of making a mess, huh? I'm gonna do the same thing. This one I seem to have a lot more powder, or it's not mixing as well. Anybody else notice that? So let's just come in here, and we're just gonna start mixing it all up. It's got like a little blue hue to it. And then we're just gonna kind of rock and roll, right? So we're just gonna keep bringing it all down and around. See if we can get it to scooch just down the page here without running off the page. And I'm gonna just keep bringing it all around now. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why this one didn't mix the way that the other one did. Maybe I put too much. I mean, it's gonna be pretty. It's just not, it's not really wanting to cooperate. So I'm just gonna keep mixing it. Let's see what we can get. Make sure that we don't. See if I can get the water up there where I do the, oops, I knew that was gonna happen eventually. It's like blue and purple. It's kind of fun. I don't know if you can, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it turns out. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth. Just try to lightly get to this edge over here as much as possible without like completely running off the page. I don't want to go too far because I want to try to keep that purple a little separate from this purple, since this purple is kind of crazy looking. But it's not really mixing either, you guys, like with the dried ones, like if that makes any sense. It's kind of just running over top of it and leaving its own mark on the world. Dab that up right there. All right, so then this is gonna go see, kind of like that. So you're really not gonna even see all of that unless we like, you know, move this. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. So I want to make sure that the color is down at the bottom, and then I'm gonna let it sit to dry. So I'll just keep it there as long as I can. And you can definitely see the lines from the gesso. Bring it back. Just kind of letting it do its own thing. All right. So we're gonna let that go, and I might even actually bring this like right here. Might not put it all the way to the side. So we're gonna let this mess dry, and we'll be right back. All right, it is all done, all shimmery, all shiny. I was gonna add the pink, but I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty just like so. So I'm gonna dive into my Rosie Studio stash here that I just kind of have sitting around. I'm gonna get this part glued on, and then I'm gonna go through all of that and kind of pull out some stuff that I want to use, and we'll finish the layout up. So let's get this glued on first. So yeah, fun. Super purpley, super shiny, super glittery layout. I do like those. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be pretty. This is gonna be one that needs to like go into an album and stay there. So I will be kind of waiting for it to dry. Then I'm going to mist it with some water so that it kind of sets. I think you just spray it with the water and then it will set. I know that's worked before. Not 100% sure on this one since I did just use a whole bunch of water, right? But we're gonna cover the majority of that up with this big old picture of Frankfurt. Or Frankenbeans, whatever you want to call him. All right, so while that is adhering down, I'm going to go through those, and I will come back when I have some more of the layout to put together. All right, I got a couple things. I am going to hopefully use up the rest of this indigo mist, these full vellum floral pieces. I'm just going to tuck them over here, kind of use a little bit of liquid glue. Probably not gonna be able to use them all up, but we're gonna do our best. Just get them stuck in there. Whichever way works best. So, did you guys have fun? Did you like the class? We be playing along with the page kits that we are putting together. And are you ready for the Simple to Stunning that will start in just a few weeks? And I will have more about that up on my page as soon as I am, as soon as I have more. Right? It's definitely gonna be one of those months. I am getting ready to physically go back into the office for on-site work. I've been work from home for over a year, and so I'll be losing a couple hours a day because it takes me an hour to drive to work. So I will definitely be not getting as much out as I have, you know, and it's just like it drains you. I don't know, do you guys feel like that when you have to go into work? So fingers crossed that I do get to do some sort of work from home project. It is being offered. I don't know if I will qualify for that. I wish I did know for sure, but well, let's just be honest. I have my own opinions on why I might not. Best not to put them on the public. So I'm just going to tuck these in up here. Just get like a little pink there, some purple ones in here. I am trying to get some leaves as well. I will run them off the page. You know, I really like to do that just to kind of ground it. And I am putting them in between the layers, just making sure that the glitter bit is up on the top. So I rearranged my desk, you guys, and I'm getting a glass mat. So from a company, and I will have affiliate links for them as soon as I get the mat but it's the one that MK uses and the one that Shannon Aller uses. And I got it. It's basically going to cover my whole desk, and I'm like super stoked, to be honest with you, because this thing is so dirty. It's kind of sad and it kind of embarrasses me, to be honest. And I was looking into the Tim Holtz one, but I didn't really want to spend that much money because it didn't seem like it was going to be that big either. So I was kind of like, is it worth it? Type thing. Yeah. So, all right, so we got our leafy bits on. I'm going to put this cute little, there's no one like you, right over here. Hugs and Kisses is gonna be our title. I feel like we're gonna put that just over here in all these floral bits. You know, just adding a tad of glue here and there. Just so that it holds. Get that stuck down. We gotta get our little, yeah, so I moved everything on my desk and I'm completely lost. Like, I am definitely a creature of habit. So it not being where it's supposed to be is really messing with my mind. I have this one cute little purple heart. I'm just gonna stick him in here. This cute little So Happy. Just gonna pop him over here. Total Champ, because, you know, Frankie is like a total champ. I'm gonna stick that on the page, and that's gonna do it for our layout and our class. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like the class and you're new to it, they're all on my YouTube channel. I did 3 videos a week for 8 weeks, using all kinds of different mixed media. We will be doing the Simple to Stunning in just a few weeks, where it's going to be another 8-week series, and we'll start out on Mondays with the very basic design principle, like an L design or a horizontal or a vertical or a 2/3, 1/3, minimal everything. And then on Tuesday we'll create another layout, but we'll add to it, adding a little bit more of the non-standard things that you have in scrapbooking. And then on Wednesday it'll be the stunning part, where it's the mixed media and it's the punches and it's the dies and it's just the everything. So that will be for the next 8 weeks, coming up at the end of June. And then I believe August and September, or September and October, will be my next mixed media class. I will have the links down below to all my affiliates if you guys want to pick anything up and help support my channel. Completely appreciate it. If you don't completely understand, I will see you guys tomorrow for a Punched Out Thursday to die for. Bye.